My dear chosen one, welcome. I'm so thankful you're here right now because this moment isn't just chance. It feels guided, doesn't it? Like you were led to this message. There's something specific that needs to be shared with you about someone who is soon to step into your life. So just breathe. You're exactly where you need to be right now. If this is your first time encountering words like these, welcome to this space of encouragement. If you felt this kind of connection before, thank you for being open to spiritual guidance. You matter here. Now, let's approach this message together in faith. If you feel ready to receive some heartfelt truth and clarity, just open your heart. That feeling of readiness, that simple "I believe" in your spirit carries real power. Let it be known, even just within yourself, that your heart is open. Now, beloved, listen closely because I've been shown a description of someone connected to your destiny. And this person is younger than you. This individual is wealthy, not just in money, but rich in wisdom, character, and a sense of purpose. They aren't showing up randomly. Their arrival feels like it's part of a bigger plan, a divine assignment. This message might feel long and personal, full of insight because there are truly no accidents in the grand design of things. You're about to see how even the small details, the feelings you've already been sensing, are confirmation that you're being set up for a blessing bigger than you can imagine. It's said that this person's heart has been stirred for a while now. They've been getting ready behind the scenes, and maybe you haven't realized it, but your soul has been preparing too. Hasn't there been a quiet nudge in your spirit, a gentle whisper telling you that something is coming, that you're not meant to walk this path alone? You've been right. The partner meant for you is being revealed, the one aligned with your purpose, the one who truly sees you, your depth, your soul, your calling. And here's how you might start to recognize them. First, you'll notice more meaningful coincidences, signs lining up. You might hear their name pop up unexpectedly. You'll encounter reminders, maybe numbers, phrases, or conversations that seem out of the blue but feel significant. These aren't random. Think of them as little clues from a loving universe. The number 8 might appear more often. 8 often symbolizes new beginnings. You might start seeing things in pairs, like 2 birds flying together, or 2 messages saying the same thing close together. This happens because your soul is getting ready for partnership. And this person, they might surprise you. They could be younger than you imagined. They might look different from the picture you held in your mind. But here's a gentle warning. Try not to dismiss something just because it doesn't match your expectations. Often, destiny comes packaged in ways that challenge us, to help our faith grow and our hearts open. This person carries a spiritual strength that goes beyond their years. Their soul feels mature, their spirit wise, and just being around them might bring you a sense of peace. The world might see their outward success or charm, but you'll feel their inner light, their connection to something deeper. This connection isn't just emotional, it's spiritual. It feels healing. It carries a special energy, like an anointing, because this union seems destined to bring restoration to both your family lines, helping to break old patterns of lack, fear, and delay. Yes, you heard that right. This connection is meant to bring both material and spiritual abundance. Your gifts and their gifts will combine in a way that creates more than enough, an overflow. This isn't a relationship based on just getting by. It's rooted in abundance. You're not just being blessed for your own comfort. You're being positioned to build, to give, to be a light for others. Remember the wisdom. Seek first the kingdom of God and God's righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. Matthew 6, verse 33. You've been seeking. You've been faithful. You've let go of things that weren't right for you and trusted the timing. And now, it feels like your appointed time is coming. This connection will feel different. There will be a calm when you speak together. There will be joy in simple moments. You won't feel like you have to chase them or beg for attention. You won't feel anxious or confused because where divine presence is, there's clarity. Isaiah 43 verse 19 says, "Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert." This new connection is that new thing. And yes, you will perceive it, Maybe not with your eyes first, but with your spirit. As they come closer, you might notice signs in your environment too. Expect small upgrades in your life. Doors opening seemingly without effort, unexpected kindness or favor, even delays that turn out to be protection. You might even notice some people naturally drifting out of your life. That's not rejection, it's refinement. Space is being made. You've waited. You've prayed. You've healed through so many quiet struggles. And now, someone is being aligned with you who has been doing the same. This younger person, this partner, has gone through their own quiet transformation. They've overcome insecurities. They've walked through challenges and kept their faith. They weren't always wealthy in the world's eyes, but they were always rich in spirit. And because of that, they've been entrusted with resources and influence, not to show off, but to be a blessing. This person has been prepared in quiet places, set apart, refined in secret. Their heart needed to be ready to recognize you, not just your outward appearance, but your inner purpose. Proverbs 18 verse 22 tells us, "The one who finds their partner finds a good thing and obtains favor." Let's pause here because this isn't just about traditional roles. It's about recognition. This person will recognize you as their good thing, their blessing, their missing piece. Even if they are younger, even if they move in influential circles, they will choose you with humility because they've been shown who you are on a deeper level. And when they choose you, things might start moving faster. Don't be surprised if you suddenly feel an urge to clean your home, organize your life, or shift your habits. These are inner preparations. Your spirit senses what's coming. But with all significant blessings, sometimes resistance comes up. So let me say this plainly. You might face some spiritual opposition. Negativity doesn't want this connection to happen because it fears what it will unlock. When two souls aligned in purpose come together, it's not just about romance. It's about making a positive impact. That's why some of you might have experienced strange dreams, sudden mood swings, or even confusion about what you truly want. But don't be afraid, because you are protected. Psalm 91 verse 11 promises that angels are given charge over you to keep you safe. Your spiritual support isn't passive. It's active, working behind the scenes for this connection, keeping you safe from wrong turns and protecting your heart. But you have a part to play too. Stay in gratitude, even before the blessing fully arrives. Gratitude acts like a spiritual magnet. When you start thanking life in advance, you draw the promise closer. So every day, maybe speak this aloud. Thank you for preparing my partner. Thank you for healing us both for this time. Even if you don't see them yet, even if they haven't messaged you or walked into your life, speak it with faith. Remember the idea from Romans 4 verse 17, speaking of things that are not yet here as though they were. You can do that too. Now listen closely. This partner isn't perfect, but they are perfectly matched for your next season. Their wealth isn't just in their bank account. It's in their vision. They're dreamers and builders. They've been looking for someone who understands the weight of having a calling, not just the glamour of success. They are already praying for you. Yes, that came through clearly. They might not know your name yet, but they're praying for clarity, for peace, for signs. And this message, this very moment, might be confirmation that you're both being guided toward each other. Beloved, as these words about what might be written for your life continue, take another deep breath. Let peace fill your space. And just for this moment, release the worries of the world. You're not here by chance. You didn't encounter this message by accident. You are being divinely led. And this is confirmation of what your spirit has already started to sense. Something, or rather someone, is on their way. And this individual, this partner, carries the feeling of destiny with them. Now, if your heart is still, maybe you can begin to feel it. The shift, the sense that your hopes and prayers are no longer just echoing, but are being gathered, answered, and returned with love. The person being described isn't just a fleeting connection. This feels like someone sent, a partner chosen, a companion who understands your light and isn't afraid of your shadows. And here's more of what's being revealed about them right now. This individual is younger than you in age, yes, but not in wisdom. They've walked a path that taught them early about responsibility, integrity, and listening to that quiet inner voice. They might not always look like the polished vision you imagined, but they are exactly what your soul needs. Their youthful energy can be a wonderful balance to your seasoned strength. They bring a fresh fire, a revival of joy. Their presence in your life might remind you what it feels like to be truly alive again, not just surviving. And they are wealthy, but hear this clearly, beloved, their wealth is not just of this world, but of the spirit. Yes, they likely have material abundance, perhaps favored in finances, business, or inheritance. But beyond the numbers, they are generous, wise, and grounded. Their heart isn't ruled by riches, it's led by love. They understand that wealth without purpose feels empty. And they're looking for someone with whom they can build something greater than just financial success. They're searching for a kingdom partnership, a partnership based on shared values and purpose. And you, dear one, feel like that divine match. This connection will likely be marked by signs, unmistakable, clear, and carrying a sense of sacredness. The closer this person comes into your life, the more you might notice divine nudges. You could see their initials appear randomly. You might hear songs that speak directly to your heart's longing. You may even find little tokens like feathers or coins, or see repeating numbers like 111, 444, or 777 showing up at just the right moment. These aren't just coincidences, they feel like confirmations. Life is using every means to let you know, prepare, your partner is coming. And let's talk about timing. Maybe you've asked, why did it take so long? Or perhaps you felt forgotten while watching others receive their happiness. But divine timing is often perfect timing. If this person had arrived earlier, you might not have recognized the depth of what they bring. And they, too, needed preparation. You've both had to be refined. You've likely been through your own wilderness season, a time of testing or isolation. And so have they. But now, the two of you seem ready, not just for each other, but for the shared mission you might carry together. Because this relationship feels like it's about more than just love. It's about legacy. It's about healing the generational patterns around prosperity, love, and feeling worthy. Maybe you come from a past where love felt conditional or where abundance always seemed just out of reach. But this person seems to be coming to partner with you in rewriting that story. With them, you might finally feel safe to receive, not just love, but abundance, peace, and purpose. And maybe you've worried about your appearance. Maybe you've looked in the mirror and thought, would someone like that really want someone like me? Hear this. They're being drawn to your soul. It's your light, your warmth, your wisdom that captivates them. The age difference won't feel like a barrier. It might even feel like a bridge connecting different strengths. The things you feel self-conscious about, they might find endearing. What you call flaws, they might see as your unique fingerprint. Remember Isaiah 43 verse 19 again. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall you not know it? A new thing is happening in your life, and this connection is part of it. You're not too late. You are right on time. You both have been prepared spiritually for this union. This is why certain relationships from your past had to end. That's why doors closed, why people walked away. You weren't necessarily being rejected. You were often being protected, guided towards something better suited for you. So that when this person comes, your heart is whole enough to receive them without fear. And beloved, I must share this gentle warning again. Protect this potential connection. As this divine match approaches, negativity or spiritual opposition might try to create confusion, distraction, or fear. The enemy of progress knows the power of such a union. But you're not defenseless. Psalm 91 verse 11 reminds us, "For angels will be given charge concerning you, to guard you in all your ways." You are surrounded, covered, guarded. Stay in a posture of gratitude. Even before they arrive, thank life, thank God, thank the universe in advance. Thank for the moments you'll share, for the peace they might bring, for the laughter that could return to your life. Gratitude breaks down barriers. It opens doors. It shifts the energy around you, and it invites more goodness into your present moment. Speak this aloud if you feel comfortable. I thank you for what I have not yet seen. I believe it is already unfolding. just saying that can shift something in the spirit. Now, imagine the generational blessing this connection carries. Not just for you, but for your family line. Where there might have been lack, there can be plenty. Where there was heartbreak, there can be healing. You could be the one who breaks the cycle. This union might become like a lighthouse for others, a living testimony that when a love story is divinely guided, it doesn't have to make sense to everyone else. It just has to feel right and true. You might become a power couple for good, inspiring others just by how you treat one another. Your presence together could shift the energy in rooms. It might stir up others to hope again, to believe again, to wait for what's truly best instead of settling. And this is why this message is coming through today, because the time feels near, so very near. Matthew 6 verse 33 tells us, "But seek first the kingdom of God and God's righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." You sought connection, meaning purpose. You didn't chase status or compromise your values just to belong. And now, all these things, including the one your heart has longed for, seem to be lining up to be added to your life. Proverbs 18 verse 22 says, "The one who finds their partner finds a good thing and obtains favor." Whether you are the one being found or the one searching, know this union feels favored. You'll know it by the peace it brings. You'll know it because your spirit will recognize theirs. And when they finally arrive, and it feels like they will, you might look back on this moment and smile. You'll remember this message. You'll remember the signs. And your heart will know that promises are kept. You're still here, reading, listening. And that tells me something important. Your spirit is hungry for this truth. And your heart knows there's something deeply real about this message. You can feel in your bones. Even if you've never seen this person's face yet, maybe your soul remembers them on some level. That's not just your imagination. That could be divine recognition. Because perhaps this connection was written into your story long before you ever consciously asked for it. Let's talk more about who this person is, what's being revealed in more detail. This person has likely known both success and loneliness. They might have stood in rooms full of people and still felt isolated. They may have achieved much, perhaps more than others their age, but felt something was missing. Surrounded by admirers, perhaps, but few who truly understood them. Their spirit has been longing for someone authentic, someone real, and that someone feels like you. Even before they meet you physically, they might start feeling drawn toward change. Maybe a sudden desire to move, travel, or break away from their usual routine. These nudges could be guidance, leading them toward alignment. They might not even know exactly why, but they'll feel compelled to step into something new. And when they see you, whether in person, online, or even in a dream, something within them might just click. Not just attraction, but recognition. A deep soul-level knowing. Yes, this doesn't feel like it will be a relationship filled with games, confusion, or anxiety. It should feel natural, safe, easy, in the way divinely guided things often are. Not without growth, of course, because the best relationships refine us. But there shouldn't be underlying fear. There should be peace. Remember the wisdom. God is not the author of confusion, but of peace, adapted from 1 Corinthians 14, verse 33. Now let's go deeper. One of the clearest signs that this person is entering your life soon might be an inner pull within you, a sense that your old desires are shifting. You might find yourself less interested in what used to excite you and more drawn to things of peace, legacy, and faith. This isn't you changing randomly. It's preparation, matching the frequency of the blessing coming toward you. You're being refined in real time. If you're suddenly feeling the urge to organize your life, let go of draining connections, or elevate your habits, it's likely because you're being aligned to meet this divine partner. And they're doing the same. They're quietly making room for you. They might not even fully know why they're decluttering their life, why they're being led to rest more, or why they've been prompted to look deeper into their own faith, but it feels like it's all part of the preparation for a sacred union. Some of you might already have a sense of who this person is. You may have seen them in a dream. You may have crossed paths briefly, and something about that encounter stayed with you. Don't dismiss that. Divine connections often begin with small, almost forgettable moments that later turn out to be pivotal. Others of you haven't met them at all yet. But trust this, you don't need to figure out how it will happen. You just need your heart to remain open, your faith active, as Romans 8 verse 28 reminds us. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. This connection feels like part of that good. It's part of your calling, part of your healing, and part of your future. Let's speak for a moment about the spiritual work done behind the scenes. You might have gone through seasons of isolation, not because you were forgotten, but because you were being insulated, protected. You might have needed to be set apart so your identity could be restored, so you would stop defining yourself by past heartbreak, disappointment, or rejection. You were never meant to carry those labels. You were chosen. You were loved. You are whole. And this individual coming into your life seems poised to see you exactly that way. And they, too, have done their inner work. This is why they likely won't be intimidated by your strength or your past. They won't try to control you. They'll want to support you, pray with you, build with you. They'll likely be secure enough in themselves to honor all that you are, even the parts you might have felt you had to hide from others. They're being prepared right now to recognize the unique value you carry. You're being paired not just based on superficial qualities, but based on shared purpose. And purpose requires preparation. This is why it couldn't come sooner. This is why the doors you once begged to open might have had to remain shut. Because if you had entered into this blessing too early, you might have mishandled it, or worse, not even recognized it. But now, it feels like you're ready. And so are they. There's also something powerful about the legacy you might create together. This connection isn't just about romance. It's about what you will bring forth as a result of your combined energy. That could be businesses, creative projects, charitable work, or even raising children destined for great things. You and this partner seem to be anointed as spiritual architects, called to build something that blesses others beyond your own lives. That's why this has taken time, because you're not just being given a relationship, you might be receiving a catalyst for positive movement. Psalm 37 verse 4 reminds us, "Delight yourself also in the Lord, and he shall give you the desires of your heart." You've focused on your inner connection, on your growth. You've waited when it might have been easier to settle. And now, the deep desires of your heart seem ready to be fulfilled. I want to address something else that feels important right now. There may be people around you, well-meaning friends or even family, who won't understand this connection. They might question the age difference. They might question the speed at which things progress. But beloved, be at peace. When a story is divinely written, not everyone will interpret it correctly. But those who have spiritual eyes to see and ears to hear will know this was guided. Your job isn't to convince the world. Your job is to be faithful to what resonates as truth in your own heart. You'll know it's them, not just by the peace they bring, but by how they seem to mirror your own healing. They won't constantly trigger your old wounds. They'll remind you that you're already whole. There will likely be moments of synchronicity, times when they say the very thing you were just thinking, times when you both have a similar dream or feel drawn to pray about the same thing. You'll both likely recognize that something special and holy is unfolding, and neither of you will want to run from it. Preemptive gratitude will be your secret weapon. Start thanking life, thanking God, now, every single day, for this connection. Wake up and say, "Thank you that my divine partner is on their way. Thank you that I am aligned with perfect timing. Thank you that no negativity formed against this union will prosper." Speak life over it before you even see it. That's faith. Hebrews 11 verse 1 tells us, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see." Your faith is building a bridge for this partner to find you. Every time you choose belief over doubt, every time you thank in advance, you're magnetizing this blessing to your life. You are not too late. You are not too old. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. And what's coming to you isn't coming because you chased it. It's coming because you were faithful, because you prepared, and because promises are meant to be kept. Stay in that posture of expectancy. Keep your heart soft, your spirit open, and your eyes discerning. Thank you for staying with me, beloved soul. This message isn't just random words you happened upon. It feels like a divine appointment, a moment carved out to reach your heart, to confirm what you've perhaps felt stirring in your spirit for a while now. Guidance doesn't come just to be ignored. When it speaks through signs, nudges, and confirmations like this one, it's often because you're meant to prepare, receive, and walk boldly into the promise. Let's continue to speak in your future, because there might be more you need to know. This partner, this blessed individual you feel connected to, they may have been watching from a distance. Maybe not literally, but spiritually. Perhaps they've been shown glimpses of you in dreams, in passing faces, in desires they couldn't quite explain. Their soul might have been restless for someone who makes sense to their spirit, someone they don't feel they have to impress, because your presence alone makes them feel at home. And guess what? That feels like you. It's shown that this person is generous but careful. They might have been hurt before. Perhaps people took advantage of their heart, their resources, or their willingness to love openly. That's why when you show up in their life, they might move cautiously at first, not out of fear of you, but because they'll recognize your depth. You won't feel like just another fleeting connection to them. You'll feel like home, and they'll likely want to protect that feeling. You should be able to recognize them by how safe they feel. It won't necessarily be about intense fireworks or drama. It will more likely be about calm, peace, harmony, a steady knowing that this is different. And it is because it feels divinely sent. The person coming into your life seems to be someone who values integrity deeply. Someone who speaks truth, even when it's uncomfortable. Someone willing to lead with heart and spirit, not just follow trends or fleeting emotions. And they likely aren't coming empty-handed. This individual probably carries favor, resources, and perhaps access to things you've been hoping for. But hear me clearly. This isn't just about you being blessed through them. It's also about them being blessed through you. Because what you carry, the purity of your heart, your inner strength, your endurance, your faith, is something money can't buy. That's why this doesn't feel like a transactional relationship. It feels transformational. Together, you might break old patterns. You could build generational well-being, not just financially, but spiritually. The way you love each other could heal wounds in your family lines. The way you support each other could shift atmospheres around you. The way you stand together might inspire others to believe in good timing and true connection again. People might look at you too and say, this could only have been guided. Isaiah 43 verse 19 says again, behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall you not know it? This is that new thing. Your urge to stay aware, stay open, stay expectant. Don't let past pain blind you to future joy. Don't let the fear of being hurt again stop you from being seen by the one who might have been looking for someone just like you. You may notice that the timing of their arrival aligns with a significant shift in your own life. Maybe a relocation, a career change, a personal breakthrough, or a season of deep spiritual awakening. That's likely not accidental. Often, connections happen not in times of comfort, but in times of transition, because that's when we're most open to divine change. If you feel like your life is being reset lately, letting go of old things, decluttering, revisiting forgotten dreams, don't panic. This is all part of the preparation. You're not breaking down, you're being rebuilt. You're being upgraded in spirit to receive a partner who matches your current level. Now, I want to address the doubts that might still linger. You might be thinking, why me? Why now? Or maybe, what if I miss the signs? Let me remind you of Proverbs 18 verse 22 in spirit. When you find your true partner, you find a good thing and favor. When a connection is divinely orchestrated, you won't miss it if your heart is open. The timing feels right. The person is prepared, and the signs will likely be clear enough for you to understand. You're not being sent someone to confuse you. You're being sent someone who sees you, knows you on a soul level, and loves you with a love prepared for you. Because they've likely been praying, too. They might have asked for someone who walks in truth, someone who doesn't just talk about spirit, but lives it, someone who knows how to walk by faith. And again, that feels like you. Negativity, of course, might try to send distractions or counterfeits. That's why you must stay rooted in your own inner knowing, prayer, and discernment. Not everyone who compliments you is meant for you. Not everyone who looks the part has the heart. But you will know. You will feel peace. You will feel seen. You will feel honored. And you will not have to compromise your core self or your calling to keep them. So let me encourage you now. Stay strong in your spirit. Pray daily over your heart and your future. Ask for clarity to see divine direction clearly and be shielded from distractions. Walk in faith, not fear. You could be on the edge of a blessing so beautiful it will make sense of every past heartbreak, every lonely night, every delay, every tear. And you might look back and say, "Thank you for not giving me what I thought I wanted back then. Thank you for saving me for this." Before we close, let me remind you again, start practicing preemptive gratitude. Thank life, thank God, for what's on the way, not just for what's already here. Speak this into your atmosphere. I thank you that my divine partner is seeking goodness and finding me. I thank you that our paths are crossing in perfect timing. I thank you that what is meant to be joined together in this way, no negativity can separate. The energy around this connection feels like cause for rejoicing because it honors timing, reflects inner beauty, and might birth something powerful and positive. Let's seal this moment in faith together. If you felt this message speak directly to your soul, perhaps take a moment to just sit with that feeling. Let's sink in. Remember, you are loved. You are chosen, and the promise is still alive. Just feel that readiness within you. Feel blessed and ready, and get ready to walk into what has already been prepared for you. God bless you.